Okay, so I don't know how to move my camera anymore, but this is just as close as I can put it over the pan. So I'm gonna get a bowl of water. But first I'm gonna put butter in the pan. Not really like cooking like anything specific. I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. So I'm getting a butter. And so now I'm gonna get half a teaspoon of butter. I don't know how long this is gonna record, but my last phone just gave me like no time to record. So I'm putting the butter right here for everyone to see. Everyone who's me. And so I'm just putting the butter all around the pan. And I'm gonna give it time to melt and all that. I should have just done the whole thing. But anyways, here's the rest of it. On the other side. You guys probably can't see that. But like, you know. Okay, there. That looks a little bit better. If I could have just gotten, I don't even know how much more I could put that over. But that's as close as that'll get. But anyways, the skillet is still getting hot. So I'm not going to make my cocoa just yet. I'm going to cook the egg, and then I'm going to get the noodles out, and then I'm going to make the cocoa last, is all I'm going to say. I'm going to make the shrimp second, and yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to put this on a plate or like the skillet directly, but whatever's easiest. But I'm just putting the butter all around the pan right now while this cooks. Hopefully I can do this all like in one take and won't have to like edit anything. Because I know I have like clips of the water playing, but I really don't care to edit right now. Okay, so the butter is in the pan. Okay, what was I going to do? Get the egg. So eggs shouldn't take long to cook like at all. I don't really make sunny side up eggs. I usually just eat like scrambled eggs. But I don't know how this is going to turn out. I feel like I'm not sure. So here, let me place the egg out. Okay. So right now the butter is basically like melted all in the pan. This is all that's like kind of left. And then there's that. Okay, so I just put a little bit of like, well, I put the egg in there. And so I think I don't know when I'm going to start making the shrimp. I'm not sure. I don't know if like the egg will need like a lot longer. Okay. So that's there. So I'm getting all like the yolk close together. Kind of like a sunny side of it. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's gonna be like a scrambled egg like in a minute. I feel like I should have made this in another skillet. Because I feel like it'll just take way too long. But I wanted to cook kind of slow. I'm not sure. But this might be the time to start cooking the shrimp. So I'm just going to clean this skillet. And yeah. So the egg is still cooking, and I don't know if I like the way it's cooking. I know you can't see the total frame, but like, okay, I'm just not a fan of it. So I want to see if I can move the camera over here. I just have to move the camera again. So I put the tomatoes in here, and now I'm putting in shrimp. And so I put the shrimp in there. So now I'm just going to add some seasonings, and then I want to add the rest of the tomatoes and onions. So I'm just going to season this up. I don't know, like, I know you can't see the entire thing, but, let's see, like, a good bit. I'll try my best to, like, well, I don't really need to. I don't think anyone's really gonna watch this. So, I'm just seasoning it. This is chili powder, by the way, right here. Boom, boom. I don't have any more cayenne peppers, so I can't really add that. So I just, like, add a lot more chili powder. Okay, so, boom. Clove right there. And so, I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon because I am gonna have, like, noodles. And so, here's everything before. Oh, cannot focus. Okay. Here's everything before I add the onions and everything. Okay, so I want to just sit this back down. And I have my heat on 4. I don't really know what that is. It's a little over low, kind of. But yeah. Okay, now I'm adding the onion. And now I'm adding the rest of the tomato. And it's going to come out great. And my egg over there is still cooking. I really just like wing it when I cook. Okay, this is enough tomato and onion. So, yeah, I'm just going to let that cook. This won't really focus, but okay. So, yeah, that's just going to have to cook a little bit more. And I'm going to have this focus. Okay, there, great. So, my egg over here is still trying to cook up. Okay, so my egg is done. I had to go over to get a plate. So now I want to start cooking my noodles. And here's my egg, by the way. I can't, okay. I'll just show my egg when I put it over there. So back to that bowl of water that I mentioned earlier. I'm just going to add it. Here, let me move the camera. I'm going to add the bowl of water first. Okay, so I finally got the camera over. So this is just the water inside. All the white bubbles are just like from the egg, which is really just fine. So now I'm just going to get the noodles wherever they are. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the noodles and then I'll be back. So, I've placed the noodles inside of the water and I'm just gonna let that cook. And yeah, I'll be back when that's done. So, I'm back. I might do a separate video on the drink, but I feel like that would just be too much. So, I'm just letting these noodles cook. They're basically almost done. I'm trying to get them in frame. If this will focus. Okay, that's as focused as I think it's gonna get. But these are the noodles, nothing in them yet. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So I'm turning the pan, the iron skillet, down to low because the noodles are basically done at this point. All I'm waiting on is the shrimp, and they're almost done basically. They cook really fast, especially because I have them like on 4 right now. So yeah. So let me just show you guys the shrimp. Okay, so this is the shrimp. Oh, I wish it was brighter. Here. There. So here's the shrimp. It's spicy. So yeah. So I have some spicy shrimp and some noodles, and I'm gonna transfer some of this, like some of the butter, to the noodles. And we'll just see how this goes. It's just like flavored, that's all. So I'm just gonna taste a bit of the butter. That's great. Okay. Okay. So I'm turning that off, keeping this one on low. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the, well, I might put the whole thing since there's a lot of it. So putting chicken broth, well, not broth, the chicken flavor. So right now, all of the seasonings from the shrimp, well, not all of it, but most of it is on here. So I'm just getting the rest of it because a good bit of it is already on the shrimp. So yeah. Onions, tomato, seasonings, and the chicken flavor itself, noodles, and shrimp. And I feel like this is way easier. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna make the cocoa right now because it's not like this is gonna burn or anything. That's just some tomato right there. Because I know you can't see the entire thing, but once I get all of this out, then I'll show the entire thing. So now I'm just gonna get out the cilantro. I'm not gonna put it in there just yet, because, oh wait. I think it tastes really nice. You can still like, since the chicken flavor. And here's the egg from earlier. I know it's not gonna focus, but here it is. I'm just gonna put some of these seasonings on top of it. And I think it looks really nice. So yeah. There's still the tails on the shrimp, but it's whatever. So now I'm gonna start on the hot chocolate, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cleaned this skillet. The skillet just has like their spots. It's not like dirty or anything. It's fine. But I'm gonna add some milk to the pan, starting at low. And I'm just gonna let that heat up a bit. Okay, so I've boosted it up to 4. And now I'm gonna add half a piece of chocolate. I just have these chocolates. These like Christmas candies. Because I couldn't find any cocoa powder, so I just tried this, and I think it tastes really good. So, can't even see the piece. But here, it was like that size. So. Oh. I don't really have any measurements when I cook, but I can always give the ingredients. Because I know if I give the measurements, they're just going to be way off. It's just a guess all the time. So I'm letting that chocolate melt. I'll usually like hold it down to the skillet for heat, and then I'll scrub kind of the bottom just to get it going a bit faster. And this has like crunch pieces in it, so I don't know how this will taste. Last time, which was yesterday, which was the first time, I made it with a Hershey's block, kind of like, you know, there's like Hershey bars. It was kind of like a Hershey block, and they were like minis. But yeah, it was pretty good. But this time I have 3 pieces of this candy, which I showed earlier. This chocolate, because it is a bit thinner than the ones I used last time. But I think I might be like making less cocoa this time, so. Okay. So once this heats up completely, I'll just show me putting it in the cup. Okay, so I only have one hand, so I'm trying to like open this cup. Okay, milk bottle. I get a little bit of, if this will focus. Okay, let me just let this focus. Okay, it's not focusing, but it's okay. So I get some Hershey's. Oh, okay, that was so bad. And then I just swerve it all around. I accidentally stopped recording, but my hot cocoa just came out like this. This is the hot cocoa. And here's the food, and I forgot to mention that I added cinnamon to the hot cocoa. Cinnamon and chocolate. So I look a mess, but I just wanted to say bye. This is just my food, and I have my hot cocoa. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.